We continue from the previous video. Press Shift plus C to bring the 3D cursor back to center. Then select the skeleton. Switch to Edit mode and press Shift plus A to create a bone that will act as the root bone of the entire skeleton and be used to move the whole skeleton. Next, you need to make some settings for the main control bones. The control bones here refer to the IK bones in both hands, the IK bones in both feet, the two control bones in the elbows, the two control bones in the knees, and the control bones in the eyes and mouth. For example, select the bone that controls the eye, then select the Bone Properties panel on the right and turn Deform off. The meaning of the Deform option is whether or not the selected bone will affect the vertices associated with the model. If disabled, this means that the selected bones will not be bound to any vertex groups of the model. Then switch to Edit mode. Select the bone that controls the upper arm. Hold down the Shift key, then select the bone that controls the chest. Ctrl plus P to call up the Make Parent menu and select Keep Offset. This is done so that when the thoracic bone is moved, the upper arm bone can be moved together, but the upper arm bone is moved without affecting the thoracic bone. In the same way, let the bones controlling the eyes and mouth move with the head bones. Let the bones controlling the thighs move with the hip bones. Let the bones controlling the hips move with the root bones. Let the bones controlling the knees move with the IK bones of the feet. And let the bones controlling the elbows move with the hip bones. Next, switch to Edit mode. Select the foot IK bone. Press Alt plus P to call out the Clear Parent menu. Select Clear Parent to allow the IK bone to move freely. Do the same with the IK bone in the left hand. Next, enter Pose mode. Select the bone controlling the lower arm. Select the Bone Constraint Properties panel on the right and add Inverse Kinematics. Target selects the Grogu rig. Bone selects the IK bone of the left hand. Chain length is set to 2. Then we move the IK bone of the left hand. We can see that the upper arm bone and lower arm bone will move and rotate with the movement of the IK bone of the left hand, and the movement and rotation is in accordance with the human kinematics. Inverse kinematics allows you to control the movements of a chain of bones in a rig by setting the position of the end bone in the chain. This can be useful for animating characters or objects with multiple connected parts, such as a human arm or animal tails. Then set the pole target to Grogu rig. Another bone property will appear under the pole target, here set to control the bones of the elbow. Once this has been set, we will see that the upper and lower arm bones have shifted in position, so we need to adjust the pole angle to 90 degrees. When we move the elbow bone, the whole bone changes accordingly in a perfect way. At this point, we are moving the left hand IK bone. Although the upper and lower arms can follow perfectly, the bones of the left hand are unchanged. So we need to make another setting so that the bones of the left palm follow the rotation of the left hand IK bone. Select the left palm bone, select the Bone Constraint Properties panel on the right, and add the Copy Rotation Constraint. Target for Grogu skeleton, bone for left hand IK bone. At this point, we move or rotate the IK bone of the left hand, and we can see that it takes the bone of the left hand and the finger bones with it. We use the same principle to add inverse kinematics constraints to the calf bone and copy rotation constraints to the left foot bone. The bones used for control are the left foot IK bone and the left knee bone. Remember to make the two bones that control the ears move with the head bones. Next, it's time to witness the miracle. Press A. Select all the bones. Right mouse click to call out the menu. Select Symmetrize, and then you can see that Blender has created all the right half of the bones for us automatically, and with the R logo in the name of the bones. That's why I asked you to name the bones properly before. And it's not just about creating bones, it's also about copying all the binding and constraint settings, which is very convenient. Next time I'll show you how to control your model with bones and bring them to life, so stay tuned.